From small ones with big luxuries to ones owned by celebrities, allow me to show you some of the most expensive private islands in the world.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video.
9. Kanye West's Daughter's Island. How much are you willing to spend on your child when you have one? If you have one, obviously. It's noted that from birth to college, an average American couple spends $1 million on their kids.
$1 million.
When you add up all the things you buy for them, it makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is looking at your then 2-year-old daughter and going, hey, maybe we should buy her a private island. You know who said that? Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, of course. That's right, they went and bought an entire island off the coast of Grenada for their daughter, North. The plan is that by the time she's 18 years old, she'll not only have the island to go to, but an entire mansion built there. More than likely, they'll have the house built as she grows older and develops her tastes and personality, or at least I would hope that's what's going to happen. What's the cost of the island, you ask? Why, $12 million. All for an island that's for his daughter who, at now 6 years old, can probably just now understand what an island is. I bet many of you right now are wishing you were this rich so you could do stuff like this. Am I right? But let's be honest with ourselves here. Why do that? Why give her an island that she won't be on or around more than likely for many years to come? Now, sure, I bet Kanye and Kim have taken her to the island at least once, but to give their child an island at that age? Yeah, that's nuts. 8. Bird Cay Island, Bahamas. I want you to think about all the places in the world that people like to go to in order to relax, have a vacation, etc. On that list, you're no doubt going to find the Bahamas, which shouldn't be too surprising if we're being honest, because the place is literally labeled as an island paradise. But just as important, the Bahamas is also an island chain of sorts, and some of their properties are indeed up for sale, including a place known as Bird Cay Island. Now, one of the reasons you get a private island is for privacy, and that means you'll need to travel there. Thankfully, Bird Cay Island isn't too far from Nassau, only about 30 minutes away, which means that it's only a jump, skip, and a hop from the mainland should you need to go there for any reason. What's more, this island honestly is really big. It's got land, it's got beaches, it's even got woodland areas for you to explore. There are even some flowers that grow on the island that are native only to this island. So if you're a rich botanist, this may be the island for you. And I do mean rich botanist, because this island costs $28 million if you're interested. But given the wealth of things that you can do on this island, that might just be worth it. That being said, it should be noted that the island already has a house built on it, a 2-story mansion that also has a swimming pool for you to enjoy, as well as cottages and guest houses for your friends should you decide to bring them along. 7. Alvo Island, Mexico. You might not think of Mexico being a country that has a lot of islands for you to buy, and yet there are a few that are available if you're willing to pay a certain amount of pesos. Alvo Island, for example, is one such place, and it has a lot of terrain for you to enjoy. But unlike something like Bird Cay Island, this one has a bit more of a focused nature to it. How so? Well, this island is known to be a paradise for those who love to fish. This island is known for its rich marine life, which is ideal if you enjoy fishing. Swordfish, golden grouper, and sailfish are just a few of the variety of fish that you can find in the waters surrounding this island. So if you're a guy or gal who loves to fish, or get some fish that many others haven't seen, this is the spot for you. Plus, as you can see, this is a very rocky and hilly terrain, which makes it fun for those who like to go exploring, hiking up various terrains, and more. What's the price on this fishing, exercising paradise? That would be $35 million. But hey, if you get that big catch, it'd be worth the price, right? Hello? 6. Big Darby Island, Bahamas. And back to the Bahamas we go. Not that we should be mad, the Bahamas are a really cool place. And Big Darby Island is yet another island that's available to those who have very large banking accounts. So, what makes Big Darby Island so special? A lot of things, really, not the least of which is that it is a really big island, one that you could probably spend days exploring without getting bored. Perfect for people who want to stay active in their private getaways. If you're looking for a more fun way of spending your time, the many beaches of Big Darby Island have some of the clearest waters around. You'll be able to swim, dive, surf, take a boat around if you got one, and whatever else while being able to see all the creatures that live within the place. If that wasn't enough for you, this place has a castle. No, really, it does. The castle was built back in the 1930s and still remains to this day. Perfectly safe to explore and live in and decorate, renovate should you have the desire. What's that? Oh, what's the price? About $40 million, but that won't be a problem, right? 5. Hans Lolich Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands. The Hans Lolich Islands, which are part of the U.S. Virgin Islands, is another private island for you to potentially purchase, and with that comes a lot of cool things. First and foremost, these islands have a beautiful surrounding ocean, one that is known for being quite great for swimming, diving, and snorkeling, to the extent that you'll find a lot of interesting plants and animals should you go and dive. And, of course, there's still a beach for you to go and relax if that's more your speed. And if you still need more to do, there's a forest on the island that you can go exploring in. So clearly, there's a lot to do on this island, which makes it perfect for a person who wants to get away from it all and have a few days of adventure. But if you're also someone who wants to relax while also being in close range to people, the Hans Lolich Islands are close to St. Thomas Island, so you can go and have fun there as well. As for the price, that would be about $45 million.
Shut up and take my money!
4. Cay Chapel Island, Belize. Heading to the country of Belize, if you're interested in an island in South America, Cay Chapel Island might just be what you're looking for. This particular island has many attractions, including a complete 18-hole golf course. There's an airstrip that'll allow you to fly to and from it with little issue, and a massive 25,000 square foot clubhouse where you can live and have fun with friends. Speaking of friends, they'll enjoy the swimming pool and the bar that comes with the place. If you're considering getting this island, you'll have to pay a pretty penny for it, as it can cost up to $65 million.
Show me the money!
3. Doris Island, Seychelles. The Seychelles are widely considered one of the most beautiful island chains in the world, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that there are islands there that can be bought, and it shouldn't be a surprise that they cost quite a pretty penny, such as Doris Island. Believe it or not, the island was once owned by a prince of Iran. He owned it for over 20 years, but then the island was bought randomly and mysteriously, and no one truly knows who owns it now. However, when they bought it, they spent $94 million on it. 2. Lisbon Island, Portugal. Lisbon Island is one of the more interesting private islands in the world simply for the reason that it's actually not developed very much. It's in many ways a natural island, one that doesn't have many things done to it, which can be taken many ways. On one hand, if you wanted a place to observe the natural beauty of the world, this would be a good spot for you to do so. However, another way to take it is that if you wanted a blank slate to try and do what you wanted, this island could service that function as well. Whatever you feel is best for you, you better be ready to break your piggy bank for the island, for if you want to live just off Portugal, it would cost you $310 million. To be fair, it used to be valued at $350 million, so you're actually getting a bit of a discount. You know, for those of you who have that kind of money. I'm just saying. 1. Lanai Island, Hawaii. Hawaii was one of the last states in the United States and is home to many islands, both publicly and privately owned. The place is considered a paradise to many, and that has jacked up the prices of much of the islands that are actually available for sale, such as Lanai Island. In terms of scale, it's the 6th largest island on the chain, but it's actually the smallest of the islands to actually be inhabited. It's a bit confusing as a whole, but it does make sense when you think about it. Going to Lanai Island will be an experience. The Four Seasons has multiple resorts there, and you'll also find golf courses, mountains to climb, and of course, beaches to go and run free in. The best part of the island may just be the fact that while there's a city there, it's not a true city in many ways. There are hotels, but no shopping malls, no traffic lights, and the hotels give you the transportation you need to get everywhere. Should you want to buy this island, you'll have to talk to Larry Ellison, who owns 97% of the island and has valued it at $610 million. So, what do you think? What do you think of these expensive private islands that are in the world today? Do you wish you had the money to go and buy some of these private islands? What would you personally want to do on these islands if you had one? Or do you know another private island that we should have put on this list? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.